Hey, what's up guys? I'm feeling a little better today, so I wanted to go over some aspects of this game. You'll notice in the upper right hand corner there's a timer counting down. Those are like your continue coins or orbs or whatever, and you can interchange them. They're used for both reviving on the spot, just like an arcade game, or for healing. This game's a little different from other stuff like DFO, where you start every map fully healed and there's a fatigue system and everything resets at a certain point of the day, whereas here you don't heal at all. So if you start a map with like 10 HP and you die, then you're going to have to use an orb to continue or just rage quit. So I'm going to go ahead and use one on Diao Chan here. So now I have to wait 10 minutes until another one comes back, and it seems like you have a maximum of 3. The other currency in the upper right hand corner is like your Magatama things. I think they're called Goshiki stones or something. Looks like you can get those from dailies and stuff like that, but I don't really know what the dailies are, so I only have like 14 after a couple days of playing, unfortunately. So you can unlock pretty much everything with those stones. You can unlock characters, but the prices vary. It seems to vary depending on like how recently they were released. Like, see, Sun Jian is 550 because he's relatively recent. Zhang Fei is 800 because he just came out last month. So, like, I don't know how much you can really get with the free currency, but you can get skins with it and stuff like that. You can buy it off the store. I don't know if there's like a maximum or anything. It seems like you can keep buying it or something like that. It doesn't seem like the ones that they have on there are enough to buy everything. And obviously it looks like they're going to add at least 2 more characters. I went on the site and they have slots for 12 characters but only 10 in the game right now, so I'm guessing they're going to support it at least for that long, and then maybe they'll add more later. But the characters I actually own, Guan Yu is given to you for free, Diao Chan I paid for, Diao Chan I paid for, I think this chick's name is Huang Yu or something. I haven't even bothered to play with her. And then this, I'm not sure, but this seems to be like a rotation character. I think they do it like they do, other free-to-play games. They'll put like a free character in rotation. He actually looks pretty fun to use, but I kind of want to buy Sun Jian, so I think that'll probably be my next cash purchase. So I'm going to go ahead and go through a run here. I haven't really shown her playstyle yet. I'm going to go ahead and bring an assist. This feature is pretty cool. It's a lot like Dragon's Crown. If you remember Dragon's Crown, if you ever partied with somebody, you got their ghost or their shadow, and you could play with them at parties. What was the problem in Dragon's Crown is it took a really long time for their equipment to regenerate, so you needed a bunch of high-level allies if you wanted to party offline. Because I think the durability came back like 5% per mission or something. So you had to do like anywhere from 10 to 20 runs to get them back into good shape. Whereas here, the way that they limit it is you have a certain amount of runs that you can take them on. Now, yesterday I had 3, and now I have 4 because I use them much. So I guess there's some kind of compatibility function or something like that. I really don't know, but I'm going to go ahead and use this Guan Yu. These are people that we bumped into, Swillow and I, when we played the first night that we were playing this. We were playing co-op. And these 2 randoms joined. I'm really glad they did. The assist feature is pretty cool. It's very similar to the way it works in DFO. You have like one attack that they do, and you do it by pushing L2 and there's a cooldown. So it's pretty much exactly like the assist system in DFO. It's just the only difference is you don't seem to be able to choose what move you can do like in DFO. It seems like there's just one static move that you can use. I'm going to go ahead and run through the first one.
别想逃！天女散花！
给我打开！
天女散花！
给我打开！
砍刀！
给我打开！ 给我打开！ 给我打开！
砍刀！
给我打开！ 给我打开！ 给我打开！
Alright, there's some footage with Diao Chan. She's got a very aerial-oriented moveset. One thing I just found out about this game on my stream session today is that when you parry something and you do if you push square or triangle, your character does a counterattack, and on a super armored enemy, it will break their guard and launch them into a juggle state. Pretty freaking sweet. The only thing that's a problem is that you have to have a meter to do that. So, I guess I'm going to have to learn the attacks and find out a good way, you know, when I can land the parry and actually be at the right distance to continue the combo. But even then, boss combos seem to be kind of limited. I don't really understand how it works. You have to remember, I went into this pretty much blind. I didn't really have any kind of guidance or advice or anything aside from just watching some, you know, native players play the endgame and looking at the Google translated guide on the site. That's pretty much all I had. So I'm kind of just learning all this as I go. But what's nice about it is you don't have to like make an account or anything. It's not like, you know, stuff like PSO2 where you have to make an account and you have to deal with the Japanese CAPTCHA and stuff like that. You know, the people who play PSO2, they call it the CAPTCHA boss. There's no CAPTCHA boss or anything in this. All you have to do is just make an Asian account. I believe it's on every Asian PSN region, but to be safe, you can just make it on the Hong Kong one. I believe that's the cheapest exchange rate for doing the cash shop stuff. So I will go ahead and show the cash shop before I go. So they've got a variety of things on here. They've got, you know, useless costumes and stuff like that. The meat is the characters. So I bought a 200 Hong Kong dollar card, and I got Zhao Yun, and then this Goddess of War pack. I only wanted Diao Chan, but it only gave me the choice of buying 2 of them, so I got that. The prices are actually not that bad. You know, if you're going by like the Play Asia exchange rate, I believe it's like 12 bucks for 80 Hong Kong dollars. So roughly $12 per character, except for these ones. They're all priced by how new they are. See, like Xiahao Dun is like a launch character, I think, so he's like dirt cheap, and Sun Jian is more recent, so he's 80. And you have Zhang Fei and these other 3 that are the most expensive because they're the most recent. Zhang Fei just came out like last month apparently, so they are still updating the game. You know, I can't really interact with the community, so I don't know if there's like a content roadmap or something, but they are still updating it. So far the game doesn't really seem pay to win. It's nice that you can just buy the characters, but I guess if you can grind and you actually can read the dailies and do them, then I don't know how long it would take, but it looks like they're giving out like 10 to 20 stones per daily, so I guess you would have to play pretty much every day and do all the dailies, and then maybe in like a couple weeks you could afford a character. But even then, the prices are pretty expensive, so it seems to be heavily weighted towards just buying them. But the characters are pretty deep. They have a pretty large skill tree. I'll go ahead and show that off. Takes a while to load. So you've got a pretty robust moveset. Diao Chan is different from Zhao Yun. Zhao Yun, some of his like best moves, it looks like it from the video. It looks like you can't get those until the cap, whereas with her, she's only missing 1. These are just stat increases, and these are like extra properties and stuff like that, like parrying. Anyway, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.